Hi, welcome to Nina in the Kitchen, where today I am making a coconut cream pie. I'm so excited. I love coconut cream pie, but it has its problems. So we will address all of those today. One of the problems is if you use a regular pie crust, it's just one note, and with a cream topping, it just doesn't play well for me. So I like something that gives you a little texture, and I'm using graham crackers. This was one sleeve of graham crackers, or 9 graham crackers. That's what comes in a sleeve. I also have half a cup of toasted coconut, and when you toast it, be careful. Now, this is not sweetened coconut, it's just dry coconut. You put it in the toaster on a sheet pan at 325 for 9 minutes, toss it a couple of times, and then take 1 tablespoon of that and reserve it off to the side. Be careful with coconut, it's like any nut. It's not ready, and then it's burnt. So keep an eye on that. What I did with this, I could have used my food processor, but I like having these fine crumbs and then these textured crumbs, only because, again, when you have a cream filling, you need something else to make it interesting. So what I'm going to do is use this texture to make it interesting. These graham crackers are going into a bowl. Oh, so I took the graham crackers and I crushed them, I should say, with my rolling pin. So the graham crackers are in a bowl with 2 tablespoons of sugar, the half cup of toasted coconut, and this is 5 tablespoons of butter, which I've melted. And this all just goes in, gets mixed up. This smells good already. And what I do is I like to build the sides of a pie crust like this. I build the sides first. And the way I do it is I get a flat bottomed, you can use a glass, I use a metal measuring cup, and push it up against the sides. So now the bottom goes in, and you just have to make it smooth, and you'll have extra for the sides, which is fine. You can see how these sides are a little thicker than the bottom, and that's perfect. I'm putting this in a 350 oven for about 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes probably. You want to see a little golden brown, and you want to smell that it's toasted. I always put a pie on a sheet pan, even though this has nothing in it that can spill out. It's just a good idea, especially if you're using a glass pan like this one. Good idea to insulate it somehow. Well, here's the crust now. It came out just a couple of minutes ago, and while this is cooling, I'm going to build the creamy filling for the coconut cream pie. So what I have is 2/3 cup of sugar. 1/3 is going into a bowl with 5 egg yolks and 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Next, I have 1 cup of milk that's going into a pot that's on medium heat. Medium high is good, actually. Here is 1 14-ounce can of coconut milk. Now this is unsweetened coconut milk, and that's going to give this a nice coconut flavor too. I have 1/2 cup of unsweetened coconut, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 cup of sugar, with the other third in this bowl with my egg yolks. So the egg yolks, this cornstarch egg yolk mixture, you can beat this with a whisk, and you're actually going to what's called denature the egg yolks. You're going to change the texture of them. So I'm going to use my electric whisk. Also, if you didn't know this, you can freeze egg yolks. I actually used 5 egg whites for something else. 1/4 cup of egg yolks, what you can do is add 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, which is what I put in here, and then freeze your egg yolks, or just 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And same thing, then you can just put them in your freezer. So let's see how it works. Well, as you can see, this is a nice lemon yellow, so that's absolutely perfect for what we want. What's going to happen is I'm going to do what's called tempering. I'm going to take some of this hot milk liquid and put it into my eggs, sort of blend them up and let the eggs get used to the idea that they're going to be hot. And then I'm going to put it back in here, and it will make like a pudding. If you've never seen this, it's really pretty cool. I'm just going to take some of this hot milk. Oh, it smells coconutty. Introduce that into the egg yolks. So that was on a medium-high heat. I've just reduced that to a low-medium heat. And we're going to put all of this back in here. The egg yolks, the cornstarch, the sugar, and stir this. And when this comes back up to heat, you'll see it in about 30 seconds, this will start to thicken and it becomes like a pudding. And don't walk away from it. I can feel it happening already, so don't walk away from this. And then once it comes up to the thickness that you want, and we're there, and it will thicken more as it chills. So I'm going to turn this off now. So let's take this off the heat. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter just to finish. That's a nice texture to get. And this is 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm using vanilla paste because I really like the idea of having those vanilla seeds appear in the pie. I'm just putting this straight into the pie. And typically on a pudding I would strain it because just in case there's little strands, little bits of egg, you don't really want to eat that in a pudding, but where this one has the coconut in it, I'm afraid to get that coconut stuck into the fine mesh of a strainer. So I'm putting that straight in. And this is what I call Cook's Treat. From here, you just take a little plastic wrap and put that right over the top and make sure to cover all of it. You want to seal that, and now you can chill it. And what this does is it will prevent a skin from forming on your pudding. So this goes into the fridge to chill, and in about 3 hours or longer, however long you want to keep it, this will be ready and we'll make a topping for it. And I can't wait. This is so. Well, our lovely pie has just come out of the fridge. You see, there's really not much that sticks to the plastic, so that's nice. But anyway, here it is. I'm going to top this because, you know, when you have dessert, more is just more better, right? So I'm making some whipped cream, and the way you do that is you start out kind of slow. As soon as it gets frothy, you can make additions to it. And what we're going to add is, I have 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, just granulated sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of dark rum, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then to finish it, I have reserved this toasted coconut. Here we go. One thing I wanted to mention is that when you make whipped cream, you should keep your beaters chilled. Chill those down, make sure that everything is cold, and you'll get a nice little fluff out of this. I think I'm going to beat this a little bit more. At this point, you just need to be careful that you're not turning this into butter, because that happens shortly after you whipped cream a little too hard. So now we're just going to put this topping right on the pie. So now we have a nice little whipped cream topping, and then the coconut, the toasted coconut, can just get sprinkled around. How beautiful. Isn't that perfect? Now for my favorite part, I get to cut into it. When you cut into pies, and this is a soft pie, as we know, so to get the first piece out is always difficult. So a little trick is to actually cut 2 pieces, and for some reason that helps you lift the first piece out. Well, it's sloppier than I'd like to see it, but other than that, this is really delicious. Let it set up longer because the custard will set better. This is kind of sloppy, but man, is this good. Ooh. So, before I eat the whole cake in front of you, the whole pie, thank you so much for watching today. LenaInTheKitchen.net for the recipes, and I'm on Facebook, and please like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.